And now we have the first episode of the Potato Container Podcast. Hello, my fellow roots. It is I, your starchy thinking host, Potatonus Tree Thingamajiggery. And I am your extremely slimy thinking frog boy, dirtily filled in the ground of the wizard community. I am in the underground layer of truth and understanding, where dirt particles erase the idiocy of dragons and witches and all the other doomed figurines of this stupid game called life. And I have this whimsical guest that is always lying, a lion!
Hello, I am a lion.
Awkward moment with technical difficulties of emotional management. Please wait patiently. Alright, we got the emotional management technicality satisfied. Alright, introduce yourself, lying lion. Why are you so a lion, huh?
I am Calico, currently represented by the lion.
Are you Charlene in disguise? Are you a miser? Are you some shrieking witch trying to steal everybody's fame by becoming a lion?
Oh, have you been in communication with Kristof?
When have I not been in communication with that blue-haired buffoon made out of balloons?
I was just with him, like, the other day, last week, something like that.
Last week. Oh, that was the cursed week of Wild Witch West Winifred's attack. No, I'm just kidding. That was actually, Christmas Eve 2020,000. Oh no. Have we gone to Rainbow Realm Riches, Renegades Rogues, and, Reciprocity on the Recipe Rogues? Oh my god, I think I'm going a little bit rancid with my, let's start over with this rant.
Okay.
So what have you done in that week since you were last with Kristof? In the backyard of the Hudson house.
Yes, I was with him there in a different form. Not this one. And then I was also with him last week, in this lion form. He had an emotional breakdown, an existential crisis over the fact that I was possessing his friend Charlene. But that is not more, because I am now a lion.
What caused you to become a lion?
Well, I just needed another form, and this one seems to fit.
Where does your candle go when you become a lion? Does your pumpkin form still exist? Is this an avatar extension? Are you really an actual plantimal? Or is your species lion? Because you're not truthful, huh?
I am a plantimal. I just don't have a corporeal form in the realm that you exist in. I exist as a 2D drawing at the moment, but not in a physical form. So this lion will have to suffice for the moment.
Yes, that is fourth wall reasoning. But what about 1 through 3 wall reasoning?
Why am I on this show again?
You're on the show because I found you inside of an underground place called David's Bakery. Or is it Henry's Bakery? The two are very annoying men. Anyway, I found that you were hungry for some reason. But you didn't want to root yourself and be looking very awkward in the middle of a, shall we say, median with medium support from the dirt. So
oh yeah, that median dirt, that's probably not very nutritious or good.
No.
Plus, why would I want to be eating? Why would I want to be soaking up the sunlight there when a bunch of dumb cars are going around, puffing out their disgusting fumes and such?
Diesel, which is named after a guy whose last name is Diesel, and Gasoline, who's named after some guy named Gasoline. Well,
I suppose being a plant, I'm supposed to take in carbon dioxide? Is that how that works?
Yes, you take in carbon dioxide, you photosynthesize, produce oxygen, oxygen goes to the animals and humans the humans survive, and thank you.
Yeah. I guess theoretically being next to cars, it's like, oh look, it's so much carbon dioxide to suck in. It turned to sugar and
Yeah, but
oxygen.
The problem is carbon monoxide. That is the killer of all life.
Yeah, I'm also part animal, so somehow in my plant body I can somehow smell despite the fact that I don't have a nose. Or maybe I do, I don't know. Maybe I'll grow a nose one day, who knows.
I think you smell because of your lion form. You smell because you are as creepily
Well, right now
absurd.
I'm a lion and I can't, photosynthesize because I'm a lion. Do you see a green spot on me? No. You're the one in the green.
I think you are an abomination to science.
That's what Kristof told me.
Well, he's also an abomination to science because he's cursed.
So, you found me at David's Bakery apparently, and now you've brought me onto a podcast?
Yes,
Why a podcast?
because a vodcast is a little too revealing.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
That's Alcazar's podcast.
Oh.
On the Dome.
Vodcast?
A villain podcast where he
I
interviews
see.
all the villains everywhere.
Yeah, okay.
And he tries to get them on his side by the end of each episode, but they always go against him. And he's like, I'm sorry, I thought you were extremely magical and ever so extremely beautifully mine to control. And usually they all just run away and call him stupid, and the show ends, and people comment about how horrible he is, and then he goes boo-hoo-hoo, deleting them like he said.
Oh, I hope no one says we're horrible. That would be terrible.
Yeah, well, we're good guys. We can take offense to things like him. He's just a weak, little, slimy, draconic idiot made out of fish bones. There's nothing useful.
Yeah, maybe Alcazar. Were you talking about Alcazar?
Yes, I'm talking about Alcazar.
Alcazar. Maybe one day he'll be turned into statue too. Join his brother in wherever the heck they went.
In one of the 7 timelines, I see that is not a possibility.
I cannot tell you where he is because that would just, ruin the story.
In one of the 7 timelines, I see that he is not able to be turned into concrete because of complicated matters between him and other domes.
No one's tried to turn Alcazar into stone yet.
No. Concrete or stone, I have you dethroned from the Demonverse, evil Arsenicon. That's the only thing that happens in one of those 7 timelines.
Yes.
What brings you to the bakery when you decided you were hungry? Why, in lion form, would you be hungry? Is it because you follow the rules of animal when you're in animal form, but plant in plant form?
Well, when I'm a plant, I could also eat real food. It's just I can also photosynthesize.
Yeah, but the problem is...
Why does a banshee eat real food when they do not need to?
A banshee eats real food because it's fun. And
Exactly. Why would I want to miss out on an entire experience of humanity by not consuming tasty treats?
You're not human. You never were human, and never will be human.
Yes, I'm not human. I am some odd spirit taking whatever form I feel.
You almost have the seed of absurdity called object sentience, but it's applied to plant life instead.
Well, I don't know. All I know is I compelled Lyrzina to create me, I suppose, and then Lyrzina planted a unicorn bean. I don't know what else was in that unicorn bean.
I have not done a chemical analysis of unicorn beans yet. Nor have I done a potion ingredient analysis of unicorn beans, and I do not have a microscope. It was stolen by Samantha because she thought I was going crazy with science.
Yeah, you weren't there when the Hudsons were playing with beans. They were talking about you. And you were in the song, but you weren't there. So you didn't see any of the unicorn beans.
That's sad.
Yeah, how could they be playing a game without you?
Well, that's how February 2020 goes. And every other day since then.
Well, then what time is it right now?
Right now, we're not in a time because We're not in a real space or place. This is the magic of the Rainbow Realm, which I pull you to and turn into Dreamland because I need a secure...
so these aren't real chairs, and this isn't a real place?
Correct. The only thing real is me.
Well, yes, you are real. You are canonically meant to exist in that way. I am not meant to be a lion.
You're not even meant to be alive. You're just some sort of comically created backyard beast to annoy Natal.
Well, I'm not really meant to just be a backyard beast. I am meant to be the orchestrator of the interwebs of which your story lives.
Yes, Timeline 4 stuff, I understand.
There's timelines, numbers?
Yes, there are 12 of them.
What? 12?
Yes, 12.
Okay.
There are 12 of them, each eviler than the last.
Looks like we've been going for 11 minutes.
And now, off to the taco break. What's your favorite taco, Calico?
Ones that are not super spicy.
I love spicy tacos. Matthew makes the best spicy tacos, especially when he's mad at reality.
Or maybe I do like spicy, I don't know.
Well, pumpkin spice is the only spice that you seem to like.
Actually, I don't know, because I'm currently a lion, and when I'm a plant animal, do I taste spice? Or am I like a bird, and I cannot taste the spiciness?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know!
Well, you see, the Calico that is the human in the real world in which the internet exists does not like spice. But I, the fictional abstraction of that, might. Because I am currently a physical object that looks like a lion. Therefore, I can have whatever taste buds I want.
Well, if you can have whatever taste buds you want, then you come back from the dreamland, make your taste buds enjoy spicy foods, and maybe...
Actually, I just realized I'm a pumpkin that literally has fire in my head, so why the heck would I not like spice?
What happens to your candle when you are turned into a lion? What happens
I don't have a candle, Frog Boy. I don't have one right now. I don't have well, I have a tail, but it's not made of leaves.
Yeah. But when you are a pumpkin...
I have a lot more fur than I should have.
When you're a pumpkin, what would happen if your candle was taken out?
I mean, I just wouldn't have a light in me. I would have to find another candle, another thing to burn to get light. Or just conjure it up in my head.
What would happen to you if it was cold in your head? What would happen to your magic if there was no candle, if there was no light behind your eyes, and there were empty
I
sockets?
often go around without a light. I don't always burn things, because that gets kind of annoying after a while. It's like, imagine just having a constant fire. Your insides are constantly gloopy, like...
That's Timeline 5 where Ascarica exists. Timeline 5 is
don't
evil.
need to have my inside of my head constantly molten lava. Pumpkin lava. I don't
Do you want pumpkin lava tacos then?
Pumpkin tacos, that probably sounds good. I think my human form would probably like that too.
What about your pumpkin form? What would that be? Cannibalism? Or
That's a good
plantimalism?
That's a good question. Can a pumpkin cat eat pumpkin? A human cannot eat a human because that would be morally wrong.
Ethics bubble! So, if we are going to go through the ethics and morality of eating pumpkin as a pumpkin, let's go into catacorn culture.
I am a species of one currently. I do not know of any others.
There are 13 moon catacornkins on the moon. Made out of evil moon pumpkin dust.
Oh, where did they come from?
You will learn in a later episode of the series. Anyway, I will tell you...
No. I guess this hasn't been told to me either. See,
No,
I don't
not.
know everything because most of the story is written by Omni, and he's not here right now.
No.
What?
He's been eaten by Razadon.
Well, no, he takes the form of Razadon. That's the form he decided, his form of preference.
Yes, because his original form is not human. Human is just one of the avatars.
Omni is not a human?
No. He's a cross between a portal and a vortex.
Are we talking about a different story, Potatonus?
Sorry, I get lost in time sometimes.
No, you're talking about Omni's other story of which you don't exist in.
Yeah, that's timeline 1. Anyway, you.
You keep talking about timelines, but I don't think our listeners or viewers will actually know what you're on about.
I'm a little high, so it's fine.
High on what?
I take magical alcoholic potion-y drug things.
Are you on mushrooms, Potatonus?
Yes, I've eaten all of Abeline's mushrooms, and she has a big grudge and wants money from Samantha.
My human form had a quesadilla with a tiny amount of mushroom in it. Normal mushrooms, not whatever the heck you're on.
3-foot mushroom, babe. Get a blip of that.
Oh my.
Ooh,
we're almost at 17 minutes.
Yes. We are going to understand the ethicality of pumpkins eating pumpkins.
Oh, so you want my life story? Is that what you want?
I want your life story.
Oh, I'm being interviewed for my life story. You know, for me, the owner of this podcast, Potatoes, you seem to not know what you're doing. Like, I'm the one redirecting you.
Yeah,
and I got a terrible memory.
Your memory is about as good as a squash, because it's always squashed. You need to tell me about your kind.
Okay. I'm a pumpkin cat.
Okay.
Based off of a squash that's called Carnival.
Okay.
It's very colorful.
Carnival. Carnival. Carnivaldican. Carnivaldican. A Brazilian. No. That's a villain from South America. Oh no.
Maybe. I don't know anything about villains in the other part of the world. Just the very small section we live in. There's not really much to say. Like, I photosynthesize. We've discussed this.
Yes.
I have fire in me.
Yes. What does it taste like?
Fire?
What does it taste like?
Probably a lot of just burnt char. Like, if you cook something in a pan and it just turns to black and it kind of, I mean, sometimes it tastes good and crispy. Sometimes it gets beyond that and it just tastes like...
Sounds like David's reputation. Yes, it's making sense now. You are a psychic manifestation of the Hudson's evil doom.
No, I want Hudson, happiness. Yes.
Yeah, you want Hudson happiness. But that burnt, charred curse in you, that is what you need to walk
Turn the fire off whenever I want, Potato Boy.
Well, that's
why are you so obsessed about me having fire? It's like,
outside.
yes, the singular image of me currently has fire behind my eyes. You can see the glow.
Yes.
But it's not accurate because the design has been changed. My eyes are not green dots anymore. They are stars because stars are like a very good shape.
How many
Circles.
points in your stars?
You know, the normal 5. This isn't like...
Good.
More than that.
5 points.
Was it the 6th one? That's like the religious one.
Yes.
Then you can have 7. That's not religious, I don't think. 9, 10, 20.
How about
At what point are you not... At some point, you're not going to be a star. I think you're just going to be a circle. Because you're going to have so many points on you that, like, you just kind of meld into a circle again. And we just said...
That's when the many becomes one. Yes!
Yeah.
So about this char. Does the char speak to you?
No, it's just like burning pumpkin innards, like the flesh inside.
Does it hurt?
Oh yeah, to some degree. That's why I don't want to be on fire a lot. But also for some reason I have a weird liking to it.
You like and are hurt by it.
I don't know.
Quite a contradiction.
Well, I liked burning the pink and taking over Lazina's spot. I don't think that's really taking place yet, but I have heard a song about it.
That makes Ramsey quite happy.
Ramsey?
Yes.
Oh, he's also a lion, and he's a unicorn, and I'm a unicorn, but a pumpkin usually.
Yes. He's not a good guide.
I'm a good lion. That guy's a jerkwad, yeah.
Yeah. He wants to get rid of Lerzina. He wants to fire her.
He's basically the same colorings of, like, Scar from The Lion King. He's got a black mane, he's, like, dark brown. Yeah.
He's also just as mean as Scar. Probably because he has the bad past.
Scar didn't have flecks of rainbow in his mane.
No.
That's just because he's a unicorn, and unicorns need to have color.
Yes.
For all the magic they have.
Correct. But...
Yes.
Ramsey wants Lerzina to be gone from her job.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't like her. He hates her.
We're at 22 minutes now.
Yes. We need to understand more about what you were before you became a unicorn being turned into a catacornkin.
Oh, well, I just simply didn't exist as a physical manifestation. I didn't really exist. I was a human in the world in which this podcast is going to be in. I guess I was co-opting Lerzina then, yeah.
Co-opting Lerzina, her fire's annoying,
Lerzina doesn't do fire.
No, she doesn't.
She does purple bubbles. She's pink. She hangs around that Kristof dude.
Yes, the Kristof dude that you don't quite enjoy.
Oh no, I love Kristof. He's like my favorite character in your in Hudsonverse, yeah.
He's addicted to blue. Yes.
Are you mad that you're not the favorite?
I am not the favorite. I'm not the main character. I'm not even believed in.
You're a side character, and you're a good one.
Am I good? My trees hate me. I have been disowned by the trees. I am
to heck with them. They're terrible.
Yes. They're like Ramsey, but they're anti-magic.
Oh, sorry. Are you friends with Ramsey? Ramsey, is he working for you yet right now?
No, I haven't turned him into my... what's the word?
Well, you are going to work for him eventually. It just hasn't been set in stone in the series yet.
Yeah. But I'm supposed to work for him.
You work for him.
Well, he's...
Does a guide work for their wit, or does the wit work for the guide?
In Hazel's case, it's kind of half and half.
Because Lerzina works for Kristof. She is the one who has to do all the work and making sure he's, not dying. Or making others die. Or, that kind of thing.
Well,
but with Ramsey or Hazel, it seems more like they're like, you are like my little shoulder. You go and do what I say. I'm the boss.
Well, that's kind of how the traditional system works. Unicorns go to their humans and tell them, hey, you better go do something. And then they go do it.
Yep. I suppose, Ramsey is more the unicorns of yore, yesterday. They're the mean ones. Because, humans, I'm sure, long ago, folklore about unicorns was probably like, they could do stabby, stabby, killy, killy all the time. Because I feel like humans just kept making up more creatures to be like, murderers! These are murderers! No, we're not the murderers! These evil creatures are! And oh, pity us for having to interact with these murdering fairies and dragons and such.
Humans just hate not taking the blame for things because they want external things.
Like, in Hudsonverse, we can have everyone could be nice and everyone could be mean. You got the nice unicorns, like the ones that come from Lysina's planet.
Yes.
I don't think it has a name.
Sociani Epituna.
Thank you. Good memory. Sociani Epituna.
Yes.
Yes, that's the
Epi means above, and tuna is what cats eat. So it's above the tuna. Huh!
But what does Sociana mean?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what it means. Only the great sky god knows what it means.
Oh, who's this great sky god?
It is the
Omni?
one you mentioned earlier, yes.
Well, he's the one writing all the storylines that you have to partake in.
Yes. He writes so many storylines, he might as well be a god.
Well, I am a god. I'm just lesser because I don't input as much. Well,
You're a really wimpy god.
Well, I don't input things in story, but I input things in, like, the physical manifestation of the story.
Yes, we understand. You are the god of precipitated manifestation! Ba, ba, ba!
I made these chairs. I made your clothes. I made this necklace around my neck.
It certainly isn't called a tailet.
Oh, no, it's not a tailet. I could get myself a tailet, but not right now.
That'll be the next
I'm
episode.
sitting on my tail. You don't need to see it. No. It's there.
What, then, would be your advice to those who dislike you?
There's people out there who dislike Calico?
Natal,
Okay.
David,
Okay,
Headmaster
those aren't really
Makepeace.
okay, those aren't really people. Those are just characters within the story.
Well, if you met somebody
Oh,
who
out in the
disliked
real
you.
world with all those humans? Those
Yes.
flesh humans, not these plastic approximations of humans?
No, not those plastic approximations of humans put into the world of untruths in the simulacra.
I mean, it's the internet. People are going to hate on you. You just ignore them. But, I mean, there's no one watching, those listening to us at the moment. Well, one day there will be. One day there will be people hating on you, Potatonus. Hating on me. Hating on everyone, really.
People are just living from hate. That's just their way of unnaming themselves.
I feel like we're going to have to wait for this podcast to be uploaded to the world first before you can get any hate. Because the people in your world do not know that this exists yet.
Well, yes. Neither do the people in yours.
Who are you going to invite to your next episode?
Razadon, Ocean, Kristof, your big daddy upstairs. You know, all that.
My big daddy upstairs. The heck are you on about?
That.
What?
Jaru.
Jaru?
Yes.
That's the big daddy upstairs?
He's the only big daddy upstairs.
I guess he's kind of the only god in Hudsonverse.
He's the only true god of Hudsonverse.
So you're going to invite Ocean, Kristof, Jaru,
Yes.
and Razadon.
Yes.
Not Omni, but Razadon.
Correct.
Oh, okay, wow.
Razadon is the left hand of...
What are you going to talk to them about?
I'm going to talk to them about how life sucks for millions of bucks.
Okay.
And how there's not enough good news, and the underground news is still bad news, and no one's doing anything good with the story. It's all messed up, and they're going to make a million changes to it, and it's so annoyingly slow to process any of the information. And
what are you talking about? I zoned out.
I'm just saying that I'm going to talk to them about how horrible everything is and how to fix it.
How horrible everything is in Hudsonverse?
Yes.
Oh!
The real world. That's just for Timeline 4 people to decide.
On the Pumpkin Rosina YouTube channel, we do not care about the real world. We
Yes.
only care about our fictional world.
Fictional worlds, frictional worlds.
I cannot tell you what the human counterpart to Calico is going to think in the future. They might want to do something about the real world, but you know.
That's away from the internet.
This is Hudsonverse podcast right now. We don't care about the real world.
No. Only if we're doing an inter-timeline podcast would we care about the real world.
So is this just a episode of us just rambling for no reason?
Well, it's a first episode, and the first episode of something has to have ultra-fail compilations of stuff.
Yeah, we were just talking, me and Omni, about, we were like doing a song or something, and we were just like, I think he was saying something about a Potato Man podcast. Or maybe I was saying that. Something to that effect.
I don't remember.
Yeah, we said... we must have been talking about people, like, gossiping, or, like... Maybe Kristof was going to put a music video on the Intergalactinet, something about Luzina being famous on the Intergalactinet. And then it was like, oh, yeah, Potatonus, he would love to, like, gossip about what's going on with everyone, have a podcast. And Omni was like, Potato Man podcast. The potato container.
Yes, the potato container is what I do.
Yes.
It's gonna be so great that next time it'll be scripted.
Oh, scripted. How scripted?
Scripted enough to where we know what we're talking about.
Well, we did not come into this with a plan. I just pressed record on this phone and we started talking.
Well, that's the problem with not having a plan to your life.
Hey, we've been talking for 32 minutes straight, which is great. It's so much easier to talk to someone when there's someone with you. Talking by yourself, not good.
Well, that's because of social facilitation, where when you're around other people, you feel smarter, better, and superhuman.
I don't feel anything. I'm just saying words. It's just happening.
The only reason you're saying words is because of some sort of behavioral increase in output based upon being around another person who exudes increased behavioral output in return.
See, this is going to be so much better to consume than that dumb 5-episode Minecraft series I did where I had nothing to say.
Well, that's because your mind is a desert because it's burned away by your candle.
Yeah, I named one of them that. I talked about that concept for like 2 minutes, maybe 1 minute, and that was like it.
Bruh.
And that video was like 28 minutes.
That's not even an essay. That's just a S. Not even a say.
Ooh, that's a good one. That was an S, it wasn't a say.
Correct.
Well, on this potato container podcast, we'll have all kinds of things to say, because we'll just be talking on and on and on about Hudsonverse, because that's the only thing I can talk about.
Well, in the second episode, we're going to have more guests in different rounds and different segments.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll prepare your questions, Mr. Interview Man.
Yes, and I'll even have more ethical bubbles. You know, it's like the thought bubble.
Perhaps we'll hear what Braille notes clicking and talking in here.
No, it will not be clicking around. It'll just have real questions. Real debates.
Yeah,
real
you'll
people.
need to have the Braille note out to read it so you can talk. Or I guess Omni can talk for you, yes.
We don't talk. our people talk for us. We are representations of
We're
our
not
gods.
even moving right now, Potatoes. We have been, like, sitting stationary for 35 minutes exactly right now.
Yeah, well, that's what you do when you're fake. When you're a fake representation of a real thing.
This is better because otherwise you'd have to, like, I don't know, see human hands, and, that's just gonna ruin the illusion.
Human hands are bad because human hands are too big for dull objects.
Yes.
So I think what we're gonna do is I'm going to boot you out with the boot song, and we're going into a commercial break.
Oh, we are?
Yes.
Is there going to be more after this, or is there going to be another guest? Or another segment? Ooh, that sounds amazing.
It'll be a segment where you are going to react to a guest that is going to come in a separate clip that's going to go after this one.
Ooh, a new segment. Okay, bye.
Goodbye, and let's roll the commercial flow.
Oh no, looks like I'm being booted.
Mwahaha!
Boot! Boot! And now for a dramatic reenactment. Ah! Boot!
And now we are back to the glorious Potato Podcast. And our next guest is Toronto, Ontario, Palmfield. Welcome to the show, Toronto. How are you feeling?
Where am I?
You are in the wondrous realm of dreams, beyond what seems real.
Okay, I'm sitting in the chair now, but I keep blipping out of existence to be readjusted. Okay, hello?
Hello, glorious Toronto, Ontario, Palmfield.
Oh, I'm glorious? That's so great.
Yes, because you're on my new podcast, The Potato Container.
Oh, so we're actually, like, great friends? That's so great. Because, like, I don't really have friends.
Tell me about your friend experience, Toronto.
Well, I never could really get close to people. They either didn't like my witchiness, or I just wasn't good. And then I met Kristof.
That poisoned blueberry toy. Interesting.
Yes. He was very fun. And also a lot of work, because I have to keep him from exploding and such.
Isn't that just a duplicate of Lerzina's squishy, squashy, livy-loshy, routine maintenance of his sanity?
I don't know, I just feel like I have to watch him.
Why can't you just give that to Lerzina and then just be a regular boy?
Well, I have to prove to my mom that he's a good friend. And if I just let him go willy-nilly and not do his work and rampage around, then I'm just, I'm going to be influenced by that or something. That's what my mother thinks.
Well, behind that wall you have to your right, I have seen Aveline, and she's evil! You should not trust her!
Logically, I know this, but emotionally, I don't.
Yeah, because your emotions are as stupid as your creator.
Well, I am the emotional child of the show, I guess.
Oh, yeah, because everybody else's emotions are just anger, hanger, and anger hanger.
Oh, well, I'm friends with you.
For now.
Well, not really that often. I don't see you very much. You don't go to my school.
No, I don't. I go elsewhere.
Actually, I don't think I really met you until Frog Magician, so...
Oh, yeah. That was my favorite episode. I turned ocean into water! Continue describing your friend experience, Toronto.
What do you want to know exactly?
Everything!
Well, I guess I'm friends with my cat. Well, my mother's familiar.
And?
He talks, but he kind of just says the same things. Don't get me started on the trees. They're so boring. They just say the same things. They're trees. Like, they don't move.
I grew 2
all they have
millimeters
to do is, all
today.
they have is us. They watch us. They don't... I don't think we really have much going on. Because, like, I can't have any friends over because, like, my mother doesn't like any of them.
Well, yeah, because she has to go to secret coven meetings with evil, demonic things and do a bunch of
Sometimes
rituals.
she has witchy socials in our sunroom, but... I don't know, I don't get invited to things.
How does your dad feel about that?
He says it's an inequality because the other witch children get to go to things, but not me.
How does it make them feel?
Who, the other witches?
Yes.
Oh, some of them think it's dumb. They're like, they're like, Toronto, you're like the only child if you're like your mother. Like, you gotta come to the socials. Like, I don't know, is it because I'm a boy and there's a witch things and somehow being a witch needs to be segregated? I don't know, maybe it's because my father's a wizard, so I don't have like a warlock father to teach me what the heck that means.
Warlocks are just the basically potioneering.
I don't know, I don't really know any warlocks. Whenever my mother takes me to events, it seems to be mostly other witches and female witches, witch daughters. There are witch sons, too.
How do you feel about the exclusion?
Terrible. It makes me cry. A lot.
Well, your body's made of like 70% water, so 70% of you is cried out every time you cry.
Oh gosh, I would turn into a raisin. That's
Yes.
terrible.
It's the Terrazin! The Terrazin experience. That'll be the next podcast that you make.
Terrazin? Is that like me as Tarzan?
No, it's Terrazin because it's Tor from Toronto plus raisin.
Oh. Tor raisin.
Yes, Terrazin.
Gosh, raisins are so gross.
So is you.
How can you say that?
Well, you're the son of an evil witch who didn't make the switch. And you're evil as a madman. And your future's in a moldy can. Oh, yeah.
Why did you invite me onto this podcast in a weird alternate dimension?
Because I can control anything from this dimension. I can put giant...
Am I being interviewed?
Yes, you're being
This
interviewed.
is like the first time I'm seeing you since Frog Magician, and I don't even know why I'm here.
You're here because I want to know everything and everyone about you.
Oh,
Boo, 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 boo.
What do you need to
boo,
know?
hoo. I want to know everything about the Toronto experience.
Well, I spend a lot of time at home,
Uh-huh.
but I have a lot of hobbies.
Uh-huh.
But some say too many.
Uh-uh.
There's no such thing as too many?
Correct.
Oh. Well, I like tending to the garden in the sunroom.
Normal.
Talking to the trees.
Abnormal.
Yeah, that's not normal. But only witches, I guess, can communicate with them.
Which is...
I like
women
playing with
drugs.
the cat
Yeah.
when he's not being scratchy.
Scratchy. Like the Scratch Boys?
Yeah, my mom feels like he might run off to that one day. But I guess if my mom is mean and the Scratch Boys are mean, I guess it might not happen because they're both into mean things. I also do dancing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Normal.
that's how I kicked you to the ground so flawlessly.
Well, no, that was stop motion flawlessly.
It's real motion for us. We're inanimate objects. You saw how I had to blip out of the shot with a giant hand, repositioning my legs until I was just right to sit.
Yes.
Being a doll is not good. Unless we're in stop motion, but this is not. This is off the cuff, off the walls, off the top of the brain. This is new Toronto personality being made up on the spot.
On the spot, on the dot, with the blippity blot.
Actually, I question whether I even have a personality, or if I'm just the Calico personality with a different voice. Am I just Calico with a baby voice filter?
Yes.
Am I really Toronto?
No.
Well, you need to put me in the show more often so that we can see more of me. Like,
Yes.
I'm gonna...
Yes. Learn more about Toronto so we can exploit all of his weaknesses.
I don't know if I can say... Can we talk about the band? The music we're going to do? Or is that, like, too in the future?
Not that much in the future.
Well, I'll just say it. We're in a band. Me, you, Kristof, Charlene, Jonathan? The sword? Kristof's sword? Is that all? Am I forgetting someone?
Later on there's Benji, but Benji's not important.
I don't even, like, I think he was in my class in 5th grade, but I can't know. I don't think he even was. I think I just saw him around.
Yes.
That's like that weird purple bunny guy.
Weird purple bunny guy. He's made of...
Oh, no. He's in the Kristof's future.
Yes.
He had a dream about it.
Yeah.
Or
that was on...
potion-induced.
That was Future
Vision.
Juice on January 15th, 2018.
Yeah, he still talks about that regularly.
Yeah, because he's worried that the evil future's going to happen because he doesn't want to lose his sister.
Yeah,
Petty argument.
Yeah, that was like some months before I even met him.
Yeah.
I didn't meet him until like the summer of 2018.
Excuse me. Had to burp out some future juice.
Oh, I don't touch potions like that.
I know you don't touch future juice. It's a different kind of future juice that I made. And it's illegal.
I've seen the weird stuff the witches do. Sometimes I question if they're even good. Because, like, they make some weird evil concoctions to do weird evil things.
Oh, yeah, 13 mushroom soup? That's a coven binding spell. For loyalty.
I love
to the leader.
mushrooms. Not like weird, gross, magical ones that are gonna hallucinate you or
also, don't eat a 3-foot mushroom either.
Honestly, I don't think I would trust a mushroom that big. It's like, dang, that's gonna be like really powerful. Like the amount of like toxicity in that.
I ate one, and I'm here.
Off the charts, man. Off the charts.
Yeah. For 2 hours
This is actually great. I am having so much screen time right now.
I know. You gotta beat Calico's 35 minutes, though.
What are we at? 11 minutes. No. Almost 12.
Thank you, Calico Invisible.
I'm still here. The lion is still here. The lion is doing the camera now.
Okay.
And the lion is seeing that Toronto is barely visible because of his dumb black hat. But that was the same in Frog Magician. See? You could hear my plush hitting, or rather the beans, the pellets in my feet.
Beans. Unicorn bean.
Beans, oh beans!
Evil things that chaos brings!
You know, I was a part of that bean operation. I was like the co-founder with you, I think.
Yes, but
Yeah.
it was only done.
And I wasn't even in the song.
Because we hate you so much.
I can sing. Listen. Beans, oh beans.
Baby jeans.
Yes, my voice hasn't hit puberty yet. So what? I'm only 11.
You're 11 years too young.
I think I just turned 11 in like November.
November
2019.
17th or 16th. I can't remember.
It's the 17th, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I probably should be able to remember my birthday.
Well, your
But
memory...
I'm such a forgotten character. Like, I'm supposed to be Kristof's best friend and we never see me. Like...
Well, you're showing...
I studied with him once.
That was scene 11 of, like, episode...
5?
5, yeah.
I was there at some point doing a lunch or something, probably.
You're always doing a lunch. That's the only thing they show in those silly episodes. Lunches, bakeries, dinners, and dreams, and people hating each other. That's all they show. That's not plot. That's the opposite of plot.
Well, you've only existed in 2 minisodes, so...
Yes, I'll exist in the remake of the first episode, though.
Oh, that's a thing?
Yes.
Cool.
We're going back in time to when you were mine and I and you
Is this something you should be talking to Calico about?
Calico's the camera dude right now. So he's doing everything.
Yes, he is doing everything. That is me. Filming. Yep.
He, him, it, they. I don't even know what to call their gender thing.
I am a spirit possessing a lion. I can have whatever gender I want.
Same as Kristof's sword, except Kristof's sword is cursed to being a sword.
Wait, no, I think this is a spoiler. Oh, no, we're spoiling, no.
Does it really even matter? We don't have an audience. They won't care.
You literally just name dropped where he came from, Potatonus. I might have to bleep that out.
Bleep it out. Bleep me out? I'm the owner. You have no rights to what I am, or what I say, or what I do.
Yes, but Calico the human is editing rights. They decide.
True, because Calico the human is a minor god. Okay.
Well, they're actually a god because they're not a minor god. It's just one god writes the story and the other god does the movie magic.
Movie magic. Movie tragic.
Anyway, sorry, this is an interruption. I am not a part of this podcast anymore. Nope, I don't exist. Nope.
No.
I am the camera dude.
Anyway, back to a better seemingly version of talking to Toronto, Ontario, Pumpfield. Anyway, Toronto.
Yeah?
Why do you hate or why do you love your contradictory, conflicting Abilene?
Because she's my mother, dude. You gotta love your mother.
Well, when she like makes giant mushrooms that people eat, and she's in league with Lost Light and a bunch of other evil witches behind the scenes.
Doesn't every child have this confliction? I want to love my mother, but she's like, yo, hate you. Ooh, I'm gonna call you like Modi mushroom soup and junk.
Yeah. She even called you a warted troll.
Ugh! I know she did. It was terrible.
Well, you're about as smart as a warted troll.
Yeah, that's why I have medicine.
Yes. The only reason why the troll under a bridge was extremely angry was because he had asthma and sneezed all the time.
Wait, what troll? Which specific troll story are you on about?
There
are a lot of troll stories.
Trollic the troll.
Oh yeah, the asthmatic one. Trollic the asthmatic troll. I remember reading a book about that.
Yes, Trollic the asthmatic troll.
That wasn't really one of my favorites. I didn't really like trolls. They're just gross.
Why don't you like trolls?
I don't know. Maybe because my mother keeps calling me one, so I have a negative association with it.
Good answer! Maybe you're a better guest than I thought.
Yeah, I kind of know my brain a little more than Kristof. I'm on medicine for it, unlike him.
I think when we do the Kristof segment later, it's gonna be chaotic. And there's gonna be a lot of animation and post-production.
Yeah, you know, he might start, like, angrily rampaging or something. He is quick to anger. I kind of just shut down and cry my eyes out. That's my coping mechanism.
I want to see that. I want to see that. Make Toronto cry his eyes out. Wah, ha, 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 ha. Hello? Are you crying yet?
No, I was just listening to you.
By the power of the 12 elements, make Toronto cry!
Oh my gosh, you really think the acting skills of the human is that great that I can cry on command?
Okay, then use your magic to make me cry.
That sounds a little mean. I don't think I would want that. I'm not really invoked, angered, whatever the word is.
You need to toughen up, water boy.
I'm not a water boy. I don't really know what my magical signature is, which is very weird.
Your magical signature is clear.
Clear. There's no way it's clear.
Yeah, it's clear.
It can't be. It's got to be one of the colors of the rainbow. Is it white? Because that would be wind.
It's a very thin, see-through-y white.
Hey, you know, no one's actually told me my magical signature. Like, I've been learning
it's
witch magic.
It's thinly white with a slight gray.
I've been spending my whole life learning genuine magic.
It's thinly white with polka dots of gray. So you have a little tiny bit of your mummy hommy's death magic.
That must be why I have an affinity for mushrooms. The dots of gray are giving me...
The dots of gray ruin your day.
As long as I don't have darkness magic. I don't like shadow magic. It's very evil.
Your signature's barely even there. There's no darkness in it whatsoever.
Wait. Question. Is it possible to have a clear magical signature? Here's a question for the podcast.
Let me go through my notes.
How does magic work if it can't have clear?
Clear magic? Information bubble! Clear magic. Now, a type of magic characterized by being atypical, not part of the normal magic system, originating from alien, ethereal, or otherwise unknown realms. Possibility of occurrence? 1 in 1,000.
Oh, that's not the biggest odds. Like, it's not the most rarest of things. It sounds kind of common, but not that common. Actually, I don't really know what I'm talking about. I don't understand percentages like that.
No, you do not. What you do understand is that you do not know any others with a clear magical signature.
I mean, my mom has, like, death magic. We all know that she's got gray in it. Her wand is gray. She loves the ink cap. That's literally her witch hat of choice.
Yes.
Mine's just this generic children's black. So boring. I wanted to, make one with color, but my mom's like, no, you need to wear a generic witch cap. You need to look exactly like all the little witches. It's like, fine, whatever.
Blended.
At least I get to wear my own shirt.
Conform or be cast out.
I don't know, I'm just not really into this darkness. I don't want people thinking I'm evil. But here I am wearing 2 items of clothing that are black.
Black, black, black is the color of my true love's hair. I don't have a true love. I don't even have romance in this story.
Oh, I'm kind of young for that. My voice hasn't dropped yet. I can't be going for puberty and having crushes. It's not nice.
You're voiced by Calico.
Hey, Danny, Kristof's got a slightly deeper voice than me.
Well, that's because they're pushing it. Now.
Yes?
What's your opinion of what would happen if I did invite Kristof to this episode?
Oh, that'd be great. I'm sure he'd have lots of things to say. That guy's very angry and can ramble on about his terrible family constantly.
True.
I can't because you haven't written much story for me.
I'm not the writer of your silly, skimpy story. Talk to Rosadon about it.
Ugh. I'm standing up for this. You need to put more of me in the story. I am great. I should be the second favorite, not just Kristof.
Well,
second favorite.
It's not like we're interviewing the twins who have no personality whatsoever.
Right now, all I have is my cute witch boy face. And that is not enough.
No, it's not enough that I have a cute witch boy face and I don't have any personality. Where? I
Take
know.
this dumb hat. It's too stupid and black. I don't like black. It's evil.
What, do you want to look like Larzina?
No, I don't want to look like a pink
Do you have
unicorn.
a strange affection for Larzina?
You mean like romantically? No, I'm not attracted to Azina. That'd be weird. She's like my friend's witch wig, pixie coin guy. Like
Witch wig? A witch wig made out of unicorn. I'm gonna go prepare that after this episode. Yes!
a wig made out of witch? What?
A witch wig made out of unicorn. I'll grind her up and I'll put her on a hat.
You
Make it
better not
feel
invite
like...
Kristof right now, because he would be like so devastated.
Yes, and he'll cause a scene, and there'll be a lot of magical explosions in post-production, and shortcut, and critter, and it'll be so beautiful. Oh.
Of him freaking out over your crushing up a unicorn?
Yes, I've crushed up 400 unicorns.
Yeah, in your dreams maybe.
Yes, and I teleport them to the waking world so that I can put them in a potion. My mom has no idea the potions I've made and sold on the black market.
No, not the black
witches.
market. No, don't you start. No.
I've sold them to, let's see, Teresa Black, Michelle Black,
my mom has sold.
Darcy Black,
Oh, this is giving me traumatic memories of like
Jonathan Black.
Like my mom has been like talking to people in the coven, and like I think some
Doberman White.
I don't know if she sold things on the black market, but like there are evil witches that do. I've heard lost like stories and things.
Have you heard the story about how she has a curse on her daughter Lucretia to where whenever Lucretia tries to do anything nice, she has plants come out of her and choke her until she does something evil to undo it?
Yeah, I've heard of that. I haven't met her though. I should.
Well, maybe you should go to Oceana's table in the second season, huh? Or in the first season in episodes 14 through 17.
Oh, is Lucretia friend of Ocean?
Ocean will experiment with having new friends around that point because she ditched all her old friends.
Oh yeah, because Cousin Terrence is like living in another place.
Terrence has been teared away.
I'm so glad I
Teared
didn't have to go to their
is-
place for like Thanksgiving, because like, man, are they depressing?
They'll do that next year.
Like literally, like Uncle, what's his name?
Jasper.
Jasper. Pff, can't even remember my own uncle's name. Uncle Jasper.
You're so terrible.
I'm on medication.
Anyway, Jasper.
Yes, my Uncle Jasper, my cousin Terrence, they're both depressed. And then
Well, yeah.
Jinx is like psychotic or something. Like he is just
Psychotic, narcotic.
I'm surprised they don't have a diagnosis for him. Like, come on. I got a diagnosis and so I was like
Antisocial personality disorder.
really little. It was like so obvious. And then Jinx is just like, I don't know what's wrong with him. Is he possessed by a demon? I don't know.
All you really need to do is look at his magical signature and his aura and cross-reference it with some little fairy beings and...
That's what I've been thinking. I don't think wizards are really into magical signatures and looking at them.
No, they're just into pretending they have magical power when really they're just a bunch of
Maybe that's why
people.
I've never done it.
Yeah.
Like, my mother hates
Wizards
me.
are faker than witches.
My dad is like,
Wait.
probably doesn't know anything about looking at for magical signatures. I don't know if he even knows what his is.
Hold up.
What?
Here's a strange conclusion. Wizards are faker than witches. But witches... Warlocks are fake. So the only thing that exists are you, an anomaly, and regular witches, a non-anomaly. And wizards are just pretenders who try to use magic but aren't really good at it because they're stupid.
You're saying warlocks don't exist?
Correct.
Okay.
I don't even know if Mr. Bland is a warlock.
Mr. Bland.
He sounds a bit like this. Hi, I'm Mr. Bland.
I think one of my teachers is a Bland. Or is that Mrs. Bland? Professor Bland? No, I think one of my teachers is named Professor Bland.
Yeah, it's Professor Bland. Is your history teacher.
My first period history teacher. Yeah.
History teachers have to be boring, like a Bland.
Yeah, Professor Bland's pretty bland.
Yeah.
There's a Mr. Bland too.
Yeah, that's her husband.
Ooh, juicy story. Are they warlocks or not? Ooh.
Calico, hush.
Well, I'm just having a thought that I don't think Toronto would be having.
True.
Because, like, he is a witch. He would know who's a witch, probably.
Yeah, they have this thing called a witch sense where they can smell out who's a witch and who is not very quickly.
No, we don't.
Well, that's because
But
you're
there is a
worthless.
warlock club at Fredericks, and I'm a part of it, I guess.
Yeah,
Or I'm
because
not.
you're a
I don't
warlock.
know. I just know that there's a scene in the story where I'm, like, talking about it.
Yeah, because they're having a water pool party thing.
You know, there's people at Fredericks. They just don't like witches, and at some point they're like, ooh, we're gonna hate on the witches. We're gonna, like, blame the warlock club on, like, this week's problem. That's what they do.
Well, yeah, because dragons, witches, monstrous blue people, bluish
Yeah, I
monsters.
think my mom is the one who forced me into the warlock club. She's like, ooh, go be with other warlocks. Like, go bond or something.
Go bond with your kind.
Maybe. Yeah, she's probably like, oh, they'll make you, like, normal and not weird.
Probably
Then the
because...
people at school won't hate you for being a half witch. Or a half wizard. Like, no one even acknowledges my wizard side. They're just like, you're a witch. That's all I see. It's like wizard is just this not, like, the cultural majority, but yet lacks culture. So then being a witch is seen as, like, other. Like, oh yeah, that's a culture that's definitely distinct from our non-existent culture, like America.
Because wizard isn't really a culture.
America is
it's
like a
just
culture
standard.
that's not really a culture. But, like, whenever you're like, oh, they're Chinese, they're Mexican, they're, like, totally different. Like, we can see that that's different.
Well, it's because you're habituated to the American way of living, so much so to where you're numbed to what it is and what it's like. If you're from somewhere like Britain, you'd go like, oh yeah there, chap, I'm looking over you, Americans, and I'm saying that you're acting super strange. Yeah.
So, were you gonna question me or something? Like, did you have anything to say specifically, or is this, like, it?
I was wanting to know about you. I want to, like, understand your background, you know, build some personality profiling.
Oh! Well, we've been rambling a lot about other things. I don't even remember what it is anymore.
we were supposed to be talking about your friendships and why you hate people certain ways and why you're weak and cry out all 70% of your water all the time.
Well, I think that's just the way my brain was born. It's just been born weak. That's a thing.
You were born weak and meek with a water leak from your shriek.
It's called emotional dysregulation.
Well, yeah, because your ADHD gets the best of you.
Yes, that's my thing. I got that. Yep.
Just like Kristof, the list off.
Yeah. Except I guess my emotions are different because they're not like anger, fight and punch everyone because they hate me. It's more just like shut down, want to disappear.
It's kind of like what Matthew is.
Well, he doesn't really cry anymore because he's a tough man. I'm still a boy, so I haven't grown into a man who can shut up the tears yet, so...
Matthew actually does cry. He just puts himself inside of 20 curtain tents to do it.
Oh my gosh, that's such a wimp. Like, I just cry and, like, I can't control when it happens. I can't control when people see it. I just do it.
Yeah, you go like this. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Making fun of Toronto is gonna be a great segment in the future.
You've already done that before, but you know, right now we're being on the same page. We're being, gosh, I don't know the word. Amiable.
Amiable.
Yeah, that maybe. Yeah, this is what you would have given Kristof to.
I think Kristof's gonna be a better guest than you. Mr. Boot!
What? I'm not a good guess. I can talk about myself some more.
Mr. Boot!
Mr. Brood has to travel from his dimension, so it'll take a moment.
I understand.
The boat is coming for you. Oh, come on, seriously? A boot getting after me now?
Yeah, I took it from Frederick's.
That sounds illegal.
I'm illegal. I'm your illegal boy! Whoa!
Who cares? You don't even go to the school.
I know. So I can't be reprimanded for it.
Fine! Maybe next time you invite me, I actually have a plan, so I can stay on track, instead of wasting my entire allotment rambling. You know I ramble.
Yes! Get emotional!
Stop! You're trying to make me cry when there's a boot about. You know, don't even kick me, I'll leave myself. Ah! I don't think the boot liked that idea. I think it wants to boot me. Boot!
And now we are done with that stupid segment, and we're on to the most beautifulest of segments, the Kristof Hour on the Potato Container Podcast.
Woohoo! It's the Potato Container and Kristof.
Yes, it's a Kristof Hour section.
I can't say your face, Kristof. Raise your hat. You're a black shadow.
Calico.
Yeah, this is the problem with hats. You know, you kind of just, There, maybe you'll be able to see my face now. Yes, better. Okay, so... What's happening? What is this potato container? Tell me all about it, potato cousin.
All right, blueberry cousin. It's a podcast where I interview people in a kind of more stumbly fashion, and
cool.
we kind of rant for a while, and then I get bored and boot them.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
The boot from Frederick's? You stole it?
Yes, I did. Where'd you hear that from, huh?
I just know. I know it could belong to Frederick's. Like that. I know there's a boot there.
Yes, there's a boot there. There's a boot on
the boot like kicked us out like way at the beginning of the school year.
I know, it did.
You know, bad guys doing bad things. Me and Toronto were trying to do stuff. You just got booted.
I know. It was the greatest scene of my life to stare at. Oh, it was glorious.
This is great. I get to ramble with you.
Yes.
I can finally vent all of my complaints about my family. I can finally tell the world the dirty details.
The dirty details of the dirty deeds. Dirge, I think it's what it's called.
Yeah, I'll tell you the dirty deets on the fam.
The dirty deeds on the fam, bruh. That's what we're talking about. Yeah.
I bet this is going to be the best segment of your podcast. Who else do you have? Did you say that yet already?
I had Calico in Toronto.
Oh, not Calico. They're possessing Charlene. That's weird. If Charlene shows up in that same outfit I've seen her in twice now, but actually it was Calico. If I see her come up here, I'm going to think it's Calico again. And then she's going to be like, who in the heck is that? I do not know who that is.
That'll be a nice identity crisis for an episode.
Yeah, I'm going to be so much better than Toronto. Like, that guy don't have much going on. His storyline is so, like, non-existent. Like, I am, like, the main character for, like, the entirety of this. Like, I have personality.
You have personality, you have problems, you have friends, you have family, you have enemies.
I have interests that we can actually see. He says he has interests, we have not seen them.
Well, that's because
he says he can dance or something. It's like, what? Where's your dance video?
Yeah. Where's your dance video?
Maybe when we have our Tar Pit Toast music videos, he'll dance in it. Because that's what he keeps going on. He's like, I'm going to dance.
Well, that's useful. That's useful.
Yeah, it is.
It's useful for the visual people. Yeah.
I have, like, interests that you can see. My room is all rainbows. That is crazy. No one would ever do that. They would have, like, one boy.
Can you boyify your voice a little bit?
I'm sorry my voice isn't gone through puberty. Enough for you.
Your voice hasn't gone through anything. It's been girlified. Oh no!
I mean, people might look at my outfit and think, what a weirdo. But, like, I am a boy, technically.
You're only a boy for the story. Great! My ice cream has finished. I'll get that later.
Oh, sick! You got some ice cream? That's great. I love ice cream.
Yeah, you're gonna see it. You'll have to wait until the second season to eat it, though.
Oh, that's a long time from now.
Yeah, I know. You can get some in the first season, but it's not gonna come from that machine.
So, what's the deal here? Like, we're just, like, standing around. I guess that's different. Seems like you had some chairs back there.
Oh yeah, I got.
Did you steal the chairs from my house? Like, that's
yes, I did.
That's my sister's chairs.
They're not anymore.
Those are
I teleported them from the real world into this dream world. They'll thank me later.
Technically, those chairs were meant to be for, like, a living room or something, but then the twins were like, those are our chairs. And now it's like, it would be way too much effort to scooch them all the way back to wherever they should go.
You should just teleport them, bruh. Why is regular boring?
Oh yeah, I guess we could. We have magic now. Sorry, it's just like, my whole life has just been like, magic don't exist. Until I found it. That's right, I found it. I brought the magic.
Tell us all about it!
One fateful day, back in 2016 when I was 8 years old, I went into the attic, I opened up a chest, and in it was the stone, I think. No, there was a box. There was this, like, ornate box. It was, like, all decorative, all fancy, like it was from, like, several hundred years ago. And inside of it was the stone. Blue. Smooth. Magical. And And when I touched it, sparks flied. And it awakened her. The Banshee! Yeah, there was like a doll in there, and it was like really creepy, and I seriously thought Matthew left it there. Matthew, it was weird, because like, it would seem like it, because Matthew back then, he was just like so angry. He's angry now, but like, he was also angry then.
He's been angry since 2013, I think. Or was it 2012? Or 2011? Honestly, I don't remember!
I don't remember what happened in a year. I just know 2016, because that's what everyone keeps talking about.
Yes.
So the doll, like, turns into a ghost, a big scary green ghost. I'm like terrified. Ocean's terrified. Yeah, that's a banshee scream. So like we run around, we're like trying to hide it in Matthew's room, and then our parents are like, what are you doing in Matthew's room? And then like some days go by or whatever, and then like at some point like they figure it out, and they confront us. Actually, I don't think Nyala appeared back until, like, Matthew was there for dinner. Because, like, the house was being cleaned on its own. There was, like, the decorations for Christmas were, like, on the house were, like, different. And things are weird. Like, Mom was so confused and so worried.
Yeah, typical.
But, you know, of course she's worried. She didn't know the Banshee even existed, so... And then she comes... and finds out Miala, she appears when we're having like our dinner with Matthew. Like Matthew's over. He has come over from like wherever it was he was, the ice house, I guess. For Christmas. He's there. And then Miala just appears from the table. And he's like, I made the food.
And then the mother's like, is it poison? Is it evil?
Actually, no, I think my parents figured out because, like, the food was on the table. Oh, that's right, I remember. No, I remember because, like, I was terrified. Like, food was floating in without, like
this?
There. Yes. Food, utensils, like, it was all just floating around on its own because the ghost Banshee Miala was invisible.
Yes.
And she...
Typical.
She
Psychokinetics.
made the food. She made the dinner. And my parents are like, they came home or something from work, and they were like, what the heck? How is this here? Did you guys do this? And we're like, no, like, we came home from school, and it was like this when we got here. And it was very terrifying. Yeah, and I was just terrified because, like, I'm like, oh my gosh, they're going to find out about the ghost.
Oh, shit, it's disgusting when it comes back up.
Yeah, then Matthew comes, and the Banshee appears. That's when she showed herself again. And Matthew runs out like a crybaby. Because he's...
Hey, Toronto! Matthew does cry like a baby! Kristof said so!
Cool! Apparently I've been booted, but somehow I'm still here.
Only your voice can remain.
Ugh. How do I get out of this realm back to my world?
All you have to do is close your eyes and forget that this even existed.
I'm going to forget this happened?
No, because you're going to see it on the internet.
Oh. Wait, you're putting this on the internet?
I'm putting on every internet that ever interneted.
Shut up, Toronto. This is about me. You're not in this segment. Fine. This is Kristof's superiority time!
Kristof's superiority time! I need to work on my high notes.
Okay.
Anyway, back to the riveting story of you discovering Meowsers.
Oh, I kind of already said it. You know, everyone was talking, working things out. Oh, there was like this whole thing about like the chosen one.
That typical Harry Potter related stuff, yeah,
No, what is it? The Hudson Prophet. Yeah, this like Meow, like David, Dad. He was just like.
You call your dad David? Maybe you really don't like him.
just a blip in the matrix, I guess. David, Dad, they're like the same thing. I'm bound to like mix them up.
Well, if you take out the VI, then it is the same.
Yeah, there was a Dad and David.
How about a Dad V instead? Anyway, back to the story.
So, Dad was like, yeah, we need to find the Hudson Prophet. We need to do that now. Because I am David who was a Hudson Prophet. And so, they do a spell with the stone and yellow, and they figure it out. And they're like, oh, it's Kristof. And then they do all this nonsensical training and tests or whatever, which is weird. And then that died out. And then they were like, oh, forget it. We'll just like, Dad was like, I'll just stay the Hudson Prophet for now. And then, you know, some months later in May, we went on a camping trip. And
May 13th, yes.
I, once again, the arbitrator of things, brought home some stones and boom, Hazel was in it.
Brought home.
Technically, that was probably orchestrated by Meow or something. We need to pick up those specific stones. Of course, you know, an evil fairy decided to hitch a ride too.
Yes, it was I, Madeline.
Oh no, not again. Nope, she can't be here. Where is she?
She's not anywhere. She's
thank
nowhere.
Goodness. See, look at that, Toronto. I just told an entire story and you don't even have a life experience. Toronto keeps telling me to stop bullying him and people, but like, come on, man. They bully me. I gotta have some time to josh around with them.
That's because everybody hates everybody.
Friends are supposed to joke with each other. And if he is too much of a wimp to handle that, then that's his problem.
He's such a wimp. I could find his house easily and steal all of his things. I think the show has been rigged by fairies.
I mean, this is your weird pocket dimension. I feel like you're the one pressing the buttons and saying, make fairies happen now.
I'm not pressing buttons. I'm just jumping up and down. Wait, is the ground buttons? Oh no, the ground is buttons! Ah!
Okay.
Maybe I should get away from this spot. Oh wait, that's the horn button.
That's funny.
No, I'm gonna go back to the Madeline button. There we go. You made the right choice, frog boy.
Mine are duds. It doesn't like me when I hop.
Oh,
that was a delayed reaction.
You're a delayed reaction.
You know I kind of am. I do think kind of slow sometimes.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go through each member of our family and how horrible they are.
Okay, starting with who? Who?
Which one do you hate the most? Boom, 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 boom.
I mean, probably my dad, definitely.
Boom, boom. Start with him, and then go from most hated to least hated.
He is a vile man. A man of pure anger, ire, orange fiery wrath. He's constantly yelling. His voice is growling. I get my growling voice from him. Yeah, you hear that? The growl in my voice. Yeah, that's from David, my dad. He's constantly belittling me, like he doesn't like me at all. He's like, oh, your brain is like so stupid, like we can't be normal, and stuff.
That's because you go against order!
Well, maybe Dad should just not be afraid. Like, he hid magic from us our whole lives. Like, that's like a whole big mystery that I don't understand.
I don't understand it either. All I see is, like, fragments of attics and doors and attic doors.
That's what the story of Hudsonverse is for, to figure out what the heck Dad did. like Matthew's got like some reason that he hates him. Like they don't like each other.
I don't like my dad. I don't like to be sad, so I'll delete myself. I think that's what he does.
Yeah, he doesn't like him.
Yup. Yes, delete us.
Oh, Dad doesn't like me because I have like I'm ocean kissed. My hair is blue. It's ocean kissed. It's got way too much magic.
Well, yeah.
I literally, like, I can just cause water to go crazy. I mean, I could. I mean, it hasn't happened yet, but it could.
Rain segment. Bum 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 bum. Rain segment end.
Wait, has it happened yet?
It'll happen in post-production. Don't worry.
Technically, there is an episode where it happens at the end of, what is it, episode
4.
At the end of When You Wish Upon a Cookie, it does rain. So technically, it has happened. Oh yeah, that's right, it did.
At the beginning of episode 6.
Yeah, that hasn't aired yet.
I know.
But yeah, all of our like bean adventures and you appearing at our house later in the month, yeah, that happened. But not the former.
Well, it's because the 6th episode has plot threads that need to be fixed because...
This Calico person's apparently trash at, like, doing things in order.
Well, also, the Razadon thing is really bad at making plots make sense, and he writes too much.
Who's Razadon?
Razadon is the left hand of Charu, who I'll be interviewing next episode.
Oh, okay.
Ugh, that potion tastes bad.
Oh, you want my other family? Okay, so my mom,
Uh-huh.
she's hot and cold. Sometimes she acts like she's supportive. And
You're hot and you're cold. You're yes and you're no. You're in and you're out.
Other words in the song.
Yeah, I've heard that song before.
I don't remember the words other than that.
That's all I know, yeah.
I think that's Taylor Swift. Maybe.
Sounds about right.
I don't know. It sounds like it's from like 2013 or something, maybe like long ago, maybe.
Maybe Matthew listened to that song in 2013 when he was so depressed.
Yeah, sometimes my mom is like yelling at me like my dad, taking away my favorite game, Talons of War.
Yeah, you need to find a new game.
I can't help it. I latched onto a game that's slightly not age appropriate.
You're not age appropriate.
So what? There's a bit of blood from birds.
Bird
All video
blood,
games are just fighting.
Bird blood. I want to have some.
What? You want me to play some dumb like Nintendo game with like obnoxiously bright colors, little round characters that just punch each other and fall over?
I don't think I can do video game music very well in my mouth.
I thought that was like a bird or a phone ring. I'm like, hello? Is someone on the phone?
Yes.
Are we getting a phone message?
You're the mice is calling.
Yeah, so that's that. And then there's Ocean. She's like the favorite child. Like, she's the nice one.
She's not
or at
really
least
that
she's
nice.
like afraid to be mean.
She's only as nice as a cupcake is nice.
Probably because everyone complains about me, so she feels like if she's mean, she'll get all the attention that I have. But like, come on, do something naughty, Ocean.
Yeah!
Live a little.
Hey, Ocean! Call into the episode and be beaten by a boot!
I don't think she wants to come in. Is she not meant to come in yet?
No, I was just yelling at the ether because it sounded dramatic.
Yeah, it does.
Hey, ether! Is that dramatic? Yes, it is. Thank you. Maybe I like Madeline.
Honestly, I don't think Ocean really gets much attention either. It's just that she doesn't get negative attention.
Maybe
like I
I
do.
like Madeline.
But also, like, she got a dragon. She gets to do sports. She gets to, like, have... Well, I guess she doesn't really have friends, because, like, Terrence...
No, she got rid of her friends and got new friends.
And, like, her other friends, I don't think she liked them. Like, one of them was, like, calling and... Like, where's Ocean? And I'm like...
Where's Ocean?
She's freaking out over Terrence.
Yeah, that's
she's freaking out over Terrence, dude. I don't know who you are. But, like... She's freaking out over Terrence.
Yeah.
I think Grace and Trace are fine. They're just... They're fun. I like playing with them.
You missed a guy. You missed a guy in your family.
Oh, I forgot I have a brother. That's right.
Yeah. That brother who's like 1,000,000 years older than you from the dinosaur age.
To be fair, like, he doesn't live with us. It's very easy to forget he exists.
Well,
I don't know if, like, Grace and Tracy remember he exists.
Well, he's really bad, right?
Like, he moved out when they were, like, baby toddlers or something.
I'm a baby toddler, and I have a brother cobbler.
Matthew.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like most of my memories of him are just, like, him being angry, bossing us around. You know, kind of just being, like, a third parent, really. Which I don't think he would have liked. Because, like, Ocean does not, like... She doesn't even try to parent us. She just, like, ignores us.
Typical teenage girl. Always being in her own world.
I mean, I don't want to have to look after someone or have responsibilities. It's weird because, like, she's the responsible one. She does her work on time. She has
just a small-town girl living in her lonely world. Took the midnight train to nowhere.
Going anywhere.
Yeah, I know. It's supposed to be anywhere, but I made a parody that talks about Ocean going to nowhere.
You're hot, you're cold, you're in and out.
Yeah, that stuff.
Yeah, Ocean's, I don't know. I bet that's needed that thought.
So do you have anything more to say about Matthew, or should I bring Ocean in?
Oh, Matthew,
Or should I bring Matthew in? No, that's too dangerous. He'd destroy everything.
What does Matthew think about you?
Let me use my voice changer. I don't like that potato nonsense. All he does is give me PSAs about how horrible my A game and B game and C game are. And he thinks I'm on my F game. Technical emotional difficulties, folks. Let's wait it out. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. Who won? Anyway, so, Matthew.
He's, well, he doesn't come very often, and when he does, he's like, I hate you, Dad! David! Let's, like, push your button to be mean to you.
You need to talk like that more in the show.
Ooh, I don't like you.
Put on an accent.
Oh, you've Kristof with an accent. I mean, everything in that show is scripted. Like, yeah, everything's scripted, so, like, I can't be off the cuff like this.
Maybe you should have some off-the-cuff moments.
Off the cuff! Hudsonverse unscripted! Let's go! I am, like, made for this, like, podcast thing.
Yeah, you're gonna be on it.
Do I sound hoarse to you?
Yeah, you've probably eaten too many Larzitas. Did you know that I ground up 400 unicorns?
What?
And I put them into...
Oh, put them into something?
Yes.
What?
And I sold it on the black market.
No! Not the unicorn!
Yes, the unicorns, the bicorns, the alicorns, the pegasi, all of them.
Bicorns? No, that can't be a thing.
No, the quaternary corns too.
Quaternary? That's not a unicorn. At that point, that's just an abomination. That's just like a freak.
Yes.
A weird dinosaur. Come on, a triceratops. That's a dinosaur.
You're a dinosaur.
Yeah, my voice is sounding hoarse. Let me just go into my deeper register. I spend so much time yelling in my high voice.
Because you're high on Meowless. You're on high on Meowla.
This is my old busted impression. I am the Kristof of 1,000 voices.
I'm the Potatonus of 1,000 voices!
It's like a song, I think.
Man of 1,000 voices.
Land of 1,000 dances. It's like... I don't know.
Yes.
It's a song, apparently.
I don't like that song. No. No. Yes. No. No. No.
Are you pushing the floor buttons again?
Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. I am going to eat you if you continue this podcast with this stupid blue-haired boy. I thought I liked you!
Oh no, Potatonus! Frog boy, down!
I think we have to end this segment before Madeline hurts me more.
Who's coming on after me?
Nobody.
Oh, is it the end of the episode?
Yes.
Dude, you gotta get off the floor. You can't end it this way.
There.
Bye, everybody. I will walk out nicely. No boot for me.
Yeah, 'cause you're my cousin.
Oh! You won't kick me out because I'm your cousin?
Yes.
You'll kick out Toronto and Calico?
They're useless. They're my pawns, not my friends.
Kristof the favorite! Let's go! Should I cut it, potato, sir?
Yes, Mr. Cutting Board.
Lion cut. Chop.